Yo, yo. Arm day, baby. Arm day. What you know about it? Bro. Oh my gosh, bro. I gotta call Noah, dude. Oh. Boys. You're probably wondering why I'm crashing out right now. Hold on, boys. Stay there. Stay with me for a second. Boys. Julian, please tell me. Julian. Please, bro. Please, bro. Yes! The kid! The kid, man. I clutched, boys. Well, not actually, but... Alright. Reason why I was tweaking for a second is what do you think this bad Jackson is? A tape measure. You might be thinking, Julian, why do you need a tape measure? I'm going to see how big my frickin' arms are. Last time I measured them, they were literally spot on 20 inches. Spot on. So, today we're going to make a video, and we're going to remeasure the arms and see what they're cooking on right now. You know? So, we're going to see about that one. That's really good. That would have sucked, man. That would have sucked to have to drive back, and because I thought it was going to be in my Fusion, but it wasn't. So we're chilling. You know what that means, boys. Shit. Look at that little party trick. That wasn't even that clean. That was actually fucking dumb. But, alright. Got a freaking gnarly arm day coming up here. You know, I woke up this morning. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. I woke up, first of all, I woke up feeling fantastic this morning. But my right tricep felt just a little tight, but it feels completely fine now. I wonder if I maybe just slept on it weird. And I haven't hit arms in like four or 5 days, so I should be completely fine, but if I start feeling something weird, then I'll stop. But sometimes it almost just felt like it was tight. I don't know. Should be fine now. So we're gonna hit arms and shoulders today. Every time I say that, I hit arms and then I like don't have enough time for shoulders because I put so much fucking effort into arms. But the plan is arms and shoulders. But I do need a really good arm day. So, but then I also really want to have a good shoulder day. I don't know. We'll see. Boys, it is Wednesday, right? This coming Monday, I'm turning 25, man. Turning into Unk. Your boy is about to be Unk. So, yeah. Probably like, Julian, what are you doing for your birthday? Noah wants to go out. Noah wants to go to a club. Me, I'm not a club guy. I feel very like... I don't drink, and I don't drink. And why the fuck would I go to a club if I'm not going to drink? You know what I mean? Like, some people can go to the club and have fun sober. That's great. Me, personally, I want to get blackout, drunk, you know? And I'm not going to, which means why would I want to go, you know? I used to love to drink and go out. Now I don't drink at all, so now I don't really like to go out and do that party scene thing. What I would rather do... Okay, I'm going to drink on my birthday, but I'm going to have one. Like, I like to have, like, a sipper. I like red wine, you know? Like, we'll go out to a nice dinner, just me and, like, a couple of my boys. Well, probably just me and fucking Noah, but then I'll have to do something with my mom separate. But me and Noah are for sure going to probably just grab a dinner or something unless he convinces me to go to the club. But we're doing a nice dinner, and I love, like, getting appetizers. I'm a big appetizer guy. So, like, get a couple apps, chill, have a drink. You know, talk about future content plans, what we're going to do, you know, keep everything planned out. Just have a good time, man. I think I'm going to do that, like, Friday or Saturday. Just do something with him, and then Monday, when it's my actual birthday, do something with my mom. So that's what I got planned for my birthday. It's weird, though. It's my first birthday without having my dad around, you know? Not trying to be all doom and gloom, you know, because... You know, at the end of the day, he is in a better place, and he is still with me on my birthday, just not physically, you know? So, there's nothing theoretically to be sad about, because he's still there, just in a different form, right? But it's going to be a little strange, you know. My first of everything, not having a parent in your life, is going to be an adjustment. So I'm going to be adjusting to that, you know, with the holidays coming up too. But it's all good, man. I'm in good spirits, and I know he's still with me. So yesterday the vlog was awesome, and it was a gloomy, doomy, like fuck. That sounded. It was a gloomy day, man. It was gloomy. It was eerie, and I loved it. And it's kind of giving the same vibe today. Usually I like that like once and then snap back to normal. It's kind of like still gloomy, whatever. But it's a nice. I've said that word like 20 times. It's like a nice. It's a nice night though. It's got a nice breeze, chill. I got the windows cracked. I can feel the fall in the air. I can feel the autumn season right around the corner, and it feels good. I feel good. And I've been pushing. You know, my boy Will Sauce. I don't know if you probably don't know who he is, but he's on the up and coming. He's a beauty. He was just. You know, I told you guys how he was kind of just joking around with me about how he would be 300 pounds at my weight and everything. And the one thing that he told me that has made such a freaking difference in just walking around looking full and like my training looking full is how much extra cluster dextrin I'm doing a day, dude. I'm doing like damn near 200 grams of cluster dextrin a day. Like that's a lot. But dude, my body, like how much muscle mass I have, it needs that much carbs. It really needs it. So training has been, honestly, I'm off cycle now. I've only been on 240 test for 3 weeks now, so it's almost back to baseline, and I feel better now than I was on cycle, just from the growth. I mean, the growth. I just feel my training, my mindset, my mood, my drive, everything is just so in sync, and it feels good, and I just want to keep growing, man. Okay, another thing, boys. My prep for my show starts, I thought it was going to start the day after Christmas. Like I thought like right after Christmas / right after New Year's, I was going to start prepping for my show, right? Turns out I had the dates wrong on the Detroit Pro. It's actually March 21st. Or no, sorry. I thought it was in March. It's February 21st. So like a whole month earlier, which means I have to start prep way earlier. So I have to start right after Thanksgiving, which is fine, you know? But it just means Christmas, I'm going to be on diet, and everyone at my Christmas parties will be like, oh, why are you eating? I'm going to be like, dude, I'm trying to look sick as fuck, all right? Like, respect it. Respect my hustle. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to act like that. But you get what I'm saying. It's going to be a little hard because my family makes the most amazing food. So that'll be a little challenging. But on my last prep, I didn't struggle with the diet aspect at all. I never wanted to cheat. I was never that person that was, like, in the kitchen, like, staring at like ice cream or some shit. Like I'm very on and off. Like if I would have cheated once, I would like be so mad at myself. Like yeah, no. The only time I would cheat is if I would like supposed to have like 7 ounces of chicken and it'd be like 7.2 ounces and I'd just be like, I'd just leave it. Like, but I would never like cheat outside of my diet. So prep starts for that. Dude, what is it? End of August, we'll have September, October, end of November. So we only have, dude, we start prepping 2.5 months, bro. That's freaking a little nutty to really put into perspective. Wow, we start prepping 2.5 months. Wow. I'm gonna need to get a coach. Who will I have coach me is a good question. I don't know. I don't know who I want to have be my coach, but I definitely, with everything I have going on with content and everything, I need one. I think I need to have someone else have a set plan for me so I don't have to like put as much stress and like worry about it myself as much. So I think I'm going to have, for sure have a coach. I just don't know exactly who I'm going to go with yet. And I want to bring a way better package than last time. And yeah, so that's going to be freaking cool. You guys are going to get to see a whole prep series, and it's going to be freaking badass. But until then, I just got to keep pushing food, and I got to keep trying to hold and grow as much as I can until it's time to strip it down, which I am looking forward to. It's going to be cool, man. Wow. I haven't stepped on stage in over a year. And I actually have a following now, which I didn't really have before. Well, I had a very light one. I had like 10K. But now I have a following where everyone's going to like follow with me along, you know, so I'm excited, man. It's going to be awesome, but it's wow, it's weird to put in perspective how much how quickly that's creeping up, because it's right around the corner. So yeah. Whew. Getting out of breath. Oh, another thing I want to say really quick. I wear nose strip every night to go to sleep, and it opens up my nasal so I can breathe easier through my nose. And I started it one time. I've never been able to stop. I breathe exponentially better, and I get way better sleep. And then I started using mouth tape too, so it forces you to breathe through your nose. I've used mouth tape for over a month and a half, 2 months, and the last few nights I haven't been using it. And I think I get better sleep without the mouth tape. Actually, I don't know why. I don't know if anybody has anything to say about that, if they have experience with mouth tape or not. But for some reason, I feel like I sleep better without it. I don't know why. I don't know if there's any reason to why that would be, but yeah, I just kind of want to throw that out there, see if anybody else uses mouth tape and nose strip, and if they have anything to note on with that. On that note, I'm about halfway done with my pre, which means it's time to start listening to some bangers. Should I listen to some music with you guys really quick? I've always wanted to do that. There's a copyright-free music. We could maybe get hype really quick. Copyright-free. Bear with me, boys. All right, I don't know. I'll figure this out next time. I want to jam out with you guys in the car, so I'm gonna figure that out next time. So I'm gonna get ready and drink my pre right now, and then we're gonna go in and train. So I will talk to you guys on my first set of arms.
Whew, all right, boys. Hope you guys can hear me all right. We're having some issues with the road mics again, but we'll have that cleared up by next YouTube. Sorry, boys, but I think you should probably hear me okay. We are hitting arms today. This is our first exercise. I've changed my split a little bit where I don't like to push the weight crazy on the first set. I'm sorry, no, is it working? Okay. So we're gonna do 3 sets here with just 25. We would usually do fucking 42 or 50. But I want to just get a nasty pump to start. Because then we're going right into dips. That'll be our meat and potatoes, and then the single arm extension. So I want to make sure that we have a good pump to follow us through into our like really heavy training, or medium heavy training. So we just did the left arm. We're ready to do right now.
I know his first name. He's some Indian guy. He doesn't even go to the house. The house is like, it's getting more and more trash every day. I swear. I'm like, that's how they use your box. Yeah. It's about like 30, 35. It's a pretty small house, but it's usually about 80 to both houses. I can say 40. Usually Indians like, this Indian dude? Oh no.
All right, so
I know what you're about to say.
Obviously pretty lightweight. We're not going anything crazy right now. But I actually switched it around. I usually just do the bicep curl standing right here, pulling straight up. Boys, I low-key like this. And I was looking in the mirror, my arm was looking freaking wild too. And it's perfect because it's so convenient that there's a freaking, let me show you. We got this right here to hold on to. All right, boys. Road Mike took a shit a fucking again. All right, I'm sorry. We're gonna get that fixed ASAP. So I know it's a little extra loud today. We might throw some music over or something, do something new. But I'm gonna show you guys. This is my second set. I'm not going too heavy here. I want to just do it like get as maximum blood flow as we can. I want to make sure my joints and my tendons are all warmed up because we're gonna go into dips and tricep extension. So I want to make sure the meat and potatoes that we're 100% ready. This is the second set right here. You guys are gonna see the bicep pump. This will be pretty gnarly. I'll show you that's the exercise I just started doing. It actually feels insane. Watch this bicep exercise. I do my normal, but I switched it. Hold on. I got EAAs and pump formula in here. I'm throwing some salt in there. This will be what I sip on with the honey. Where's my salt? Dude, my gym bag fucking reeks. Oh my god. I gotta wash my shit, dude. Yeah, I gotta wash my gym bag, boys. This shit is fucking atrocious, dude. I don't think I've cleaned that in 4 months. But I usually almost use my music. Alright, let's get it, baby. So normally, right, I do that, but I just switched it to this. That feels really good. Yeah, baby. That's a good pump, dude. That's a good pump, dude. feeling fuller and leaner, which is as expected on growth, right? But definitely liking the training right now. So we'll do one more set here, then we're gonna move over to dips, and one more, well, dips and a bicep. I don't know which bicep we're gonna do. Probably some sort of a preacher. And then we'll do one more tricep and some side. What the fuck am I saying? I don't even, supinated, fucking hammer curls, fuck. All right, just tell me when. All right, boys, second exercise, we're doing dips here. I usually like to do dips on chest day, but because my chest feels completely healed, and tomorrow's gonna be, dude, I always see, I did it again. I said arms and shoulders today. I'm hitting shoulders tomorrow, dude. I'm putting too much time into my arms. I mean, look at this pump right here. So we're not gonna have time for shoulders. So we're gonna do a full shoulder day and some like neck stabilization for tomorrow, and then we'll do chest. So since I'm not hitting chest for 2 days, let's do it now. Well, not hit chest now, but it's okay if it's activated in the movement, right? So, but the difference is when I'm doing this for chest, I'm trying to push through my chest. With this, I'm gonna really try and utilize my triceps a little bit more, but we'll see. Sorry boys, I'm fucking wired. All right. Dude, something about dips, when I finish it, it feels like I just freaking benched 500 pounds. Dude. Like wow.
It's because you're 500 pounds, bro.
Wow. But check the mirror out. All right, boys, we just did the, what was that called? Freaking dips. We did one set there. It's our first set bicep. We're just going back and forth. I really like to go back and forth on bicep, tricep, because they're smaller muscle groups. I don't know, that's how I like to do it with bicep. All right. I don't like this, bro.
That one's way better. I don't know why.
Annoyed, boys. There we go, boys. That felt better. So those are the second buy and try workouts. They'll do one more after this, and that'll be our arm day. Let's get back over to the dips. Woo. Feeling good today. Let's get those. So, all right. So we're doing just normal. No, actually, I take that back. We're doing what do I always forget? Hammer curls. But we're gonna superset it with biceps, and then we're also doing the final. That's our final bicep, and then we're also doing our final tricep all together right now. What did I last do? I just did. So we'll start with biceps. We'll start with the biceps. I did 3 sets on the dips till failure, and I only got 2 sets on the bicep because a girl kind of jumped on there, and I'm not gonna ask a girl to work in. When I'm savage, I will. I'll be like, yo, so I'm in a nice mood. I wouldn't, but I'm in a nice mood today, and I said, fuck it, let her have it. We're gonna come over here and we'll do an extra set on the bicep. I'm like, oh, we do a superset, so that sounds good. But we're gonna start with tricep overhead extension. All right. I went up to 60s before, but since I've already done 2, that's usually like my first exercise or second. Since this is my 3rd tricep exercise, we'll stick with 50s today and try and maximize the pump.
Diddy.
That felt like shit. I don't know why. Dude, boys, sometimes that feels amazing, but for some reason that's feeling funky on my fucking joint. Not like my muscle belly, but almost on, sometimes that's like that for the first set of it though, and it gets way better. If it feels like that again with my left arm, we'll do something else. Let's see how it feels. Can't tell, boys. You know what? This is how you know you prestiged in lifting, when you can actually just take a step back from a workout sometimes when it doesn't feel right. That isn't feeling right. It's giving me a lot of pain in my elbow. And sometimes it feels beautiful, sometimes it feels funky. Unfortunately, right now it's feeling really funky. So we're gonna take a step back from that exercise, and we're gonna do, I don't know, but we can do biceps now, because I still got a pretty good pump just now on the try, but we're not gonna do 2 more sets of that. So we'll leave it at that with that, figure out another tricep to do. Let's do the biceps right now. Now, I've already done 2 bicep like that, so we're gonna do hammer curls. That was a fucking... But, like I said, we're supersetting, so follow me. Or stay here. 30s. Damn, I'm about to pass out. Hold on. Pretty good. So, yeah.
All right, boys. All right, fellas. I'm gonna kick it up, bro.
Lounge.
That was a good arm day, though.
It was.
It
was a great arm day.
Good arm day, dude.
Yeah, dude. We had a good arm day. We had a big day of information today. Lots of...
Yeah, dude, we had a lot of calls to make and, like, just overall stuff with how things are going with content, stuff with my dad's shop, stuff with that. Like, there's just...
Yeah.
We're jam-packed right now, and it's been feeling good. I've been feeling good with how everything's going, bro. We just want to keep, like, leveling up for you guys. Like, this is only the beginning for YouTube, right? Like, this type of content we're making now, it'll obviously always be, like, similar. Like, our personalities never change. But we just want to keep leveling up. We just want to keep getting better edits, more unique ways of editing, more like better ways. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but we want to level up for you guys. We want to try and bring the best content we possibly can across all platforms: YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, like everything, bro. We're really trying to just keep going because we love. I mean, I love this shit, bro.
Yeah,
like I really do, and
me too. Yeah.
But then it's like it is a balancing act of like. Not letting content mess with training, which we've been, dude. That's like a skill, bro. That's a skill to like for him to film me while I'm in between my set or right before I start my set and not have it affect. It's not, you know how like sometimes things will go wrong and okay, I'm waiting like 3, 4, 5 minutes before I hit my set. It's like fuck, dude. We just like our timing with everything has been like really good lately with my training in particular, and I think it's showing my physique where it's like. I feel like I'm still growing, and I was talking to them in the car. I started prep in 2.5 months, and I'm like anxious about it. Like I'm excited for it, but like with how much fun we've been having our own freedom, like prep kind of takes freedom away a little bit. You know what I mean? Like
it's a good thing though.
It is a good thing, but still though, it's gonna be a change. Like I'm gonna have to cook all my own food. Like,
are you?
For prep, bro, I have to. There's no
gonna cook it, or is your assistant gonna cook it?
Me and you will cook it. My mom will cook.
Yeah, you'll have people cooking.
But still, I mean, it's gonna be a change.
That's better content, man. That's good content. They'll enjoy watching that for sure. It's gonna be good content. But yeah, dude, it's a lot of big things coming.
Yeah, bro. We want to grow our YouTube bigger, and we're happy with the viewers we get. Dude, you guys see, we're such hardcore, great fucking fans, but we want to be able to reach more people. Like, we want more people to tune in and be, like, part of this group, bro. Like, obviously, that's the cool thing about everyone watching now is you guys will forever be the OGs. Like, I've been trying to go in and screenshot people that comment because I want to remember the names of people that comment because that's how much I believe we're going to get big.
Yeah.
You know, because I truly believe that. Like, we're not going to quit. Like,
no.
If you guys see me take another break, like how I took 2 or 3 weeks off, just think, like... It's like I'm in my cocoon, bro. Like, we're gonna come back stronger, bro.
Yeah,
we're gonna like, yeah, bro. Like I'm what's the word I'm looking for? Scheming.
He's scheming.
Scheming, bro.
Polar bear style.
So that's kind of like, sometimes you need to like regroup in order to grow again. And that's kind of what I felt like we did.
Yeah, absolutely.
Things are going back on track and going well. You know, and we're both going through some stuff, which like everyone does. And that's the thing that we have to remember and keep in perspective. We're not going to let that control our lives and be like, oh, he's sad about this, I'm sad about this, or this is going on. Like, oh, we just got to keep working, bro. Yeah. That's it. It's the only option, bro.
It is, and it's, you know, it's difficult sometimes. I was just telling him on the way here, like, we had a lot of big news today, and it was like good news, like all good news, honestly. It was all good news. But, you know, sometimes, and he made up a good point, and it's very true. I wonder if you guys can relate to this. Like, sometimes, like, when you can have something like really good, surprising, like, news, it can bring up a lot of old emotions or overbearing emotions, whether that's good or bad. And I think that just kind of, I mean, he said he's kind of feeling it. It like really happened to me on the way home from the gym. You know, it's a long, complicated story. It's an on and off thing with my ex-girlfriend, blah, 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 whatever. If you watch this ever, that'd be kind of funny. But, yeah, it's, you know, I kind of lost it for a minute there, but, you know, like he just said, you kind of got to just, you can have your moments, and you absolutely need to take your moment. And this is one thing I've always talked to him about, is when you are going through stuff, like, you do need to give yourself time to process that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you can't, okay, work hard, like,
you can't just do distractions. You can't
no.
It'll work for a while, and then you'll have an inevitable breakdown, which kind of happened to me a few weeks ago. Yeah, and then it goes from, okay, I could have just been sad over this for a day or two, to now I'm fucked up for 2 weeks.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like you gotta feel your emotions. You gotta let that.
For sure.
You know, and you know how you know it's building up is when you don't want to be alone.
Yeah.
When you don't want to be by yourself. When you don't want to be like listening to music, or when you can't just sit by yourself.
Yeah.
And think, is when you know, like, I need a distraction. You know, there's probably something mentally you need to kind of work through.
Yeah,
know?
for sure.
That's what I've noticed for me.
No, and I think a lot of people do that. Everybody wants to distract themselves from horrible feelings, me included.
Yeah.
And, you know, sometimes it'll hit you, and you gotta just feel it.
And it sucks to feel it too.
It sucks, and you know, there's no way around it. Every single person in the world goes through it. And I think it is important to take the time, even if you need to take a day or two of like just being chill, and like, I think that's very beneficial to people in general. But I don't know, I go through a lot, and
we're different type of men, bro. Yeah. Like, I'm not the type of man that's gonna fucking drink my problems away, or smoke my problems away, or distract my problems away, whatever your distraction mechanism is. Like, you know, you gotta feel like we're in touch with our emotions, bro. I know it sounds kind of fucking weird, you kind of like, to grow, you gotta know who you are. We're not soft men, but we're not like gonna fucking bottle this up and just like that shit can ruin your life. I'm telling you, bro, people that have multiple DUIs or domestic assaults or this, I bet you break it down all the way to its core, it's because they didn't let their emotions out.
No,
and they just kept bottling shit up, and it's like,
you are a product of that.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, you need to be able to, in a semi-healthy way, everyone deals with it different, but in a semi-healthy way, be able to like deal with what that thing in the back of your head is. It's almost like the monster in the bed. You're like, you don't want to look.
Yeah.
You don't want to look and see what's actually wrong, but when you finally do, and you take that time to be like, fuck, this is really bothering me what I did in my past, you know, or this is really bothering me about where I'm at in life, or this is really bothering me about the fact that I didn't take this, like, whatever it is, you need to fucking feel the emotions, and then you need to learn to forgive yourself, bro. That's the hardest thing I feel like a lot of us deal with, him and me in particular, is like forgiving yourself when you made mistakes in your past.
Yeah.
When you could have done things differently, and you look back and you're like,
yeah,
I can't believe I did it like that. I lost it. Like, I can't believe I made this decision, or I did this, or whatever. And people will let that shit ruin the rest of their life.
Yeah.
People will let that those massive moments in their lives that they can't get over, and they can't learn through God and through themselves to forgive themselves, will let that ruin the rest of their life. Yeah. And that's why we're talking to you now. Don't let that. It's gonna take time to forgive yourself, but don't beat yourself up, dude. We're all fucking human, bro.
Everybody, and it's the only way you learn. When we talk about some things, and I kind of told him like, the only way people learn a lot of times is like when you're a little kid and you like.
I love this analogy.
You're a little kid and mom says don't touch the stove, it's hot, and you know what you do? You go and touch it anyways. You burn your finger on it, and then you're like, all right, now I'm not gonna touch the stove. So like that's when like
that goes, dude. I swear that'll go till we're fucking 50, 60, till you die, bro. Like if someone says not to do something, but you haven't tried it,
sometimes it's not.
Majority of the time, you need to like
maybe
realize not to do something by doing it.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people that have. I think some of the most amazing people in this world are people that come from drug addictions, come from bad come from things that they shouldn't have done. Like
because
you shouldn't be a drug addict. You shouldn't do these things. You shouldn't be whatever you want to name it, alcoholic, drug, blah blah blah, whatever it is. But like you have to touch the fires. Not everybody. Some people are so they grow up a certain way with a certain dynamic of their family, and it's so instilled in them where they can't like our buddy Safar.
Yeah,
is a good example of like. He's very clean cut. He knows like these are things that he's not going to touch the fire. Well, those are great people too. I'm just saying I've had that in my heart and I feel because I've made so many mistakes in my life for the people that are the ones that have to touch the fire. And I feel like majority of people, unless you have that super super strong family structure dynamic / religious belief system, if you don't have that at a super young age and it's not super enforced on you. Most of the time, you're going to want to touch the fire.
Well, I'd say even people like them, it doesn't necessarily have to be something as bad as like a drug addiction or something. It's more so just with anything.
With anything,
learning a lesson,
That's on the
in terms of
side,
relationships, in terms of, and that's one of the things like with me that I've been personally going through is just like, man, and I'm sure a lot of you have probably gone through a breakup and how hard and. I will say mine is probably one of the
most complex.
He's told me he's like this is probably one of the most complex things I've ever heard in my life. Yep. But it's hard. You gotta
You're learning, bro.
I'm learning for one, and two, like he was saying, you gotta learn how to forgive yourself because I think me and often like other people.
Me and you, and then obviously millions of other people in the fucking world.
Like you blame yourself for what happened or what, this, that, or the other thing. Another thing I kind of told him, this is kind of off track, but kind of related to the topic is like, as a man, if you make a decision like...
I love this talk too.
Don't second guess your decision. Like even if you do regret it and it does happen, like...
If it negatively affects your life from the decision you made as a man or even as a person, like about just going through life, just stand by the decision you made because you can't take it back. And you know what? It probably was the wrong decision. Like 99% of the time when you regret a decision, it's because it was the wrong decision in the moment. But in God's plan, it's never the wrong decision. No. You had to learn. But like you're saying, I mean, that's just learning how to just let things roll off and just accept the decisions you made and say, well, that might have been a fuck up, but that was my decision. I made that. Where do I go from here? Okay, I can do this now. That's fine. Let's do this. That'll go all the way back up to the top, Yeah. So
you know what? I think one of the hardest stages of grief, like the stages of grief. It's like. I don't know.
I don't know the stages of grief. Okay. I'm personally going through stages of grief right now.
So, the hardest one, one of the last stages is the acceptance part. And I think a lot of people sometimes are never able to accept that you finally just like let something go.
It's
right?
so hard, dude.
And it's hard, right? Me, I haven't hit the acceptance part yet. Whatever, like, for you it's different scenario, but like,
well, other things in my life too.
Yeah, but other things.
Personal things that he knows I struggle with. Yeah, it's been hard for me to accept for a long time.
Just accept it. And it's like, all these things are skills. And
it's a skill to be able to do that. When you learn to accept the past, and that is one of the best skills you can learn for your self-growth.
Yeah,
is accepting the past. Wow, that's
it's
a
really
hard skill. Yeah.
I mean that, and just like Julian does all this bodybuilding stuff, and like you're training, like doing all this stuff. It's like you create a mental armor, you create mental muscles, like all these things. You have to understand that it would, no matter what you're going through, even in the moment, in the biggest storm, like you can push through and get out of it, and you're gonna come out. And this sounds so cliche because I'm sure you've heard it, and it's like, everybody goes through stuff to make you stronger. But I'm really convinced that everything that you do happens for a reason, and if you ask for certain things in life, you will be shown in ways that you don't want to be shown. But that's the only way for you to get to the point you need to get to, us going through our mental struggles, everybody else going through your mental struggles. It's like, it's the only way you can get mental resilience. And, after it, you become much more appreciative. And I've always told him, like, I had like a really bad drought of like anxiety and depression, like really, 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 really bad. And once I got through it, and I still deal with it, whatever, but you really appreciate your life in those days where you just feel like mentally okay, or like
you're happy
to be alive. Like it's just like, okay, I don't feel horrible within my head. Like I feel comfortable within my own skin.
Oh my gosh.
So it's like, but it makes you appreciative, and it also preps you for other things and other challenges to deal with them in better ways than shutting down.
And to go off of what he was saying about lessons that you'll be taught for maybe not the way you want to learn them. And you may be thinking, why does this keep happening to me? It's because you're probably not learning the lesson. You haven't learned. Like, God's going to show you the lesson. Okay, here's how to learn the lesson. You messed up again. Okay, well, I'm going to show you another way to learn it. Still didn't learn it. You're going to have to learn the lesson, or you're going to never excel. You're never going to break through the barrier to self-fulfillment and self-growth. If you don't watch out for things that are going, like really pay attention to your own life and your circumstances, and really reflect on how you go about your life, and really reflect about how you react to decisions, how you react to things that happen, what your initial instinct is, like when something bad happens, if your initial instinct is to be like, dude, like for me, that's something I have to work on specifically. And he even said this like a few weeks ago, and I think I've been getting a lot better with it. Something will go wrong, like one thing, like maybe I only got 7 hours of sleep and I wake up a little tired, or my meal wasn't as healthy as I like. It could be a small thing. I'll be like, today sucked. Like, we're gonna get a shitty workout. Like today sucked. Yeah. And like I'm slowly been way better about just being like, it's okay. Like this isn't. You don't have to be at 100 or 0. You can be at 80%. Like and it's still everything's still gonna work out. But that's my biggest thing that I've been trying to learn is like I'm a perfectionist. You know that, obviously, being around me with content. I want everything to be exactly how I want it to be. But it's not life. It's not life, dude.
You're going to be, and that's why he always crashes and burns, because I'm like, it's not going to be like that. Yep. 99% of the time, it's not going to go 100% perfect. So it's like, that's
why it's good to go into situations with no expectations as well. That's another point, is just, you have a job interview, you have whatever. Try and just put it out of your head. Make sure you're prepared for it, but don't over stress about it, because whatever's going to happen is going to happen, and you're better off going in with a clear mind. Yeah. And this is stupid too. Another like cliche thing. Like I texted you this the other day. It's a super cliche. From a football movie. I can't remember. Clear eyes, full heart, can't lose. Yeah. Like literally clear eyes, where you're not like second guessing. Like, oh, I'm in a big moment in my life. I'm in a job interview. Yeah. And that's the same thing with like how I truly believe too, how like injuries can happen. Like in training, like you're second guessing. Should I be doing this weight? Should I like? Clear eyes, full heart, you can't lose. And obviously you're going to still lose. I'm not saying ever, but like that's the whole point is keeping your mind clear and your heart in with what you're doing and just letting it play out. And however it plays out that's how it's meant to play out. So there's no need to second guess or stress. You prepared through hard work. You prepared through preparation. Now stop stressing about it and just see how it plays out.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's just,
But these are all things that are like, we're preaching, but we're not preaching it, we're learning. Like, we're still figuring all these things out. Yeah. Like,
what he just said to me is, I'm learning the same lesson over and over and over and over again, and I haven't learned
Same with me though. At certain talks, I'll come into your room stressed about stuff.
Yeah.
Then and he'll be like, "Dude, we just went over this. We just went over this. We just went over
it's
this."
He hears it from me too. It's But yeah, we just kind of wanted to, I told him on the way to the gym, I'm like, dude, I'm emotional. He texts me, he goes, "That'll be great for the vlog." But he's right. It is good to talk about.
It's real life, bro. Like, we're not.
It's real life. He was right.
I don't want to be some influencer / social media person that's like just putting on like mainstream stuff all the time. Like, yeah, some of our stuff will be mainstream, but like, dude, I want just to be fucking real. Like, this is just us, bro. We're just two guys that I love to frickin' bodybuild, and he loves to work out, stay healthy, and like, dude, we're just kind of just going through life, bro. We're not trying to have to be tied to a corp. Yeah, we're just like normal people.
We're just normal dudes. I mean, he's a big normal dude. But
I'm a big normal dude.
We're just normal people at the end of the day. Bro. It's like, we're just like you. We bleed just like you. We cry just like you. We laugh just like you. So. Yeah.
Dude, that was a good talk.
That was a good talk. I am going to cut. We probably should cut it.
Yeah, we should.
The camera's going to
die.
Yeah. But if you want to outro them.
All right, boys. Well, hope you guys enjoyed the vlog today.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's literally like that.
We're going to, what do we got tomorrow? Shoulders? We're going to do some shoulders tomorrow. We're going to have a good day. And love you guys, man. Thanks for watching.